Hey there, jammers! It's Aparri here, and welcome back to another brand new Animal Jam video. And in today's video, we are actually going to be talking about something pretty cool and pretty exciting. I am talking about deleted items that Animal Jam has either removed from the game or just taken out of the game for really weird purposes, like violence, AJ mating, and some other unknown reasons that Animal Jam likes to take items out for. So without any further ado, I present to you guys a list of 8 removed items from the game that are really interesting. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is actually a really interesting item that was a den item, the weight bench. The weight bench was basically found when a group of jammers got into the Animal Jam developers website, which is pretty scary, I know, right? And they actually leaked a few pictures of some unreleased items that they found on the dev site onto their Instagram, and at the time, nobody even had the weight bench in the game. But since people saw that it was an item, people actually pretended that they got hacked out of it, so they would call Animal Jam and say, "Oh, my weight bench got hacked, please give it back to me." And then Animal Jam actually gave someone a weight bench. That's right, here's a picture of it on the screen right now. And that's just so crazy to me that Animal Jam doesn't even know what items are in their own game, because someone literally called and asked for that weight bench, and the weight bench wasn't even in the game yet, so it's like impossible that someone actually got hacked out of it. Then another item that got deleted from the game after Animal Jam messed up and accidentally released it basically has the same exact story as the weight bench, and that item is the toilet. Yeah, AJHQ actually gave someone a toilet when they said they got hacked out of it. And then as you can see from on the screen right now, this is basically the main reason why they never would come out with a toilet in the actual game, because some people think it would be funny to put poop all over it, which I gotta admit, it's pretty funny. And also, it's kind of like weird to have a toilet in an animal game. Like, animals don't use toilets. So yeah, the weight bench and the toilet were both two very similar items that got removed from the game. But the third item that we're going to be talking about was actually taken out for a different reason than the first two items, because this item was actually taken out for violence. And the item that I'm talking about right now is actually the paint that AJ released. That's right, paint was removed from the game. Well, actually, not exactly removed. Like, paint wasn't completely removed from the game, but only a certain color of the paint was, which was red paint. And obviously, as you can see from the picture on the screen right now, the reason that they took it out was because people were making it look like blood in their dens. And AJHQ doesn't really support violence, so they squashed this immediately, and they just changed the red colored paint to yellow colored paint, and the red paint was never heard of again. And the next two items I'm going to be talking about on this list, I'm just going to group into one item because they're both basically kind of the same thing. And those items are the princess bed and the race car bed. So basically, these items were taken out for almost the same reasons as the weight bench and the toilet. Someone called AJHQ pretending to be hacked of them just so they could get some unreleased items, and AJHQ actually gave them to whoever called, but then they were taken out because people were, AJ mating on them. I know, right? Disgusting. Gross. Who would ever AJ mate? That's like so gross. And if you don't know what AJ mating is, please, for the love of God, don't look it up. Then the next item on this list of items that we have to talk about is actually the first ever 3D item that Animal Jam released, and that item was the horse coin. Many people actually had the horse coin. It was a pretty well-known item, and there were about, I'd say, 20 in the game before AJ took them out. And how horse coins got into the game is actually a pretty funny story. Basically, when the Forgotten Desert Eagle adventure first came out, for like the first hour of it being in the game, Animal Jam actually released an item that they weren't supposed to in it, and that item was the horse coin. And honestly, I don't think anybody really knows why they took out the horse coin, because it's not like that bad of an item and no one can use it for any weird purposes. But AJHQ is AJHQ, and they're gonna do what they want to do with their game. And also, as you can see from on the screen right now, there were also a bunch of other coins that Animal Jam didn't release into the game that were just on the developers website. And by the looks of it, there's 8 different colors of coins, and there's also a coin for every single animal out there. So if Animal Jam ever releases those into the game, that'll be pretty cool. Up next is probably one of the most legendary deleted items that has ever graced Animal Jam, and that item was the Skully. Yes, the Skully, guys. If you don't know, the Skully was actually one of the cheapest items in the whole beta. It only costed 10 gems, so if you do the math, I could get like 84,000 Skullys right now. And the main reason that people think Skullys were removed is because they looked inappropriate on pandas. But I personally don't believe that this was the case. I think it may have been for some other reason, because 1, they could have just redesigned how it looked on the panda. 2, in my opinion, it doesn't even look inappropriate. Like, it doesn't look that bad. And then number 3, Animal Jam never even came out with a statement saying this is the reason why we took it off the panda. Unless they did come out and say that, then I probably look really stupid right now. But I don't think they did, and I just think they took it out for maybe like a coding error, or maybe it was just too cheap and so many people were buying so many of them. Honestly, who really knows why the Skullys were removed from the game, but overall, they were the first ever tail item AJ released, and also they were the first ever deleted item, so they're pretty legendary. And now here we are at the last deleted item that we're going to be talking about today here in this video, and this item is actually an item that caused a lot of fuss all the way back in 2014 in the community, and the item I'm talking about is actually the Mace Tail. So if you don't know what the Mace Tail was, it was basically a tail item that represented an actual mace, like the weapon. So when someone found out that there was an item called the Mace Tail in the developer developers website. They called AJHQ, which you can no longer do because Animal Jam doesn't accept calls anymore, and they said that they got hacked out of the Mace Tail and they would like to have it back, and Animal Jam actually gave them quite a few. There were a few different colors that they gave this person, and those colors were blue, red, and purple. As you can see, they look exactly like a mace with a spike on the end and everything. And obviously, Animal Jam doesn't promote violence, so they immediately took these items out of the game once they found out that they messed up and gave them out to people. Also, I'm kind of cool because I had a Mace Tail once. Yeah, that's right. Your boy Aparri had a Mace Tail. But anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much about going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on this video. For every single person that leaves a like, I will be mailing you $1 trillion. No scam at all. No scam, I promise. And with that being said, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!